Yeah, so when you got people who are spending like a lot of money for a game with the promise of story content later on, and that story content does not in fact deliver, they're gonna feel gypped. And I'll bet a lot of people do feel gypped with Bloody Ties. It didn't get the reception that Techland was hoping for. So maybe the new DLC that they're working on will really deliver and kind of make up for the Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome crap that they were trying to peddle with Bloody Ties. We'll see. I personally will not be purchasing the new DLC. I'm not going to be purchasing it. I'm just kind of done with Dying Light 2. If I want to play Dying Light, I'll just play this one, right? Yeah. I have no intention on giving Techland any more money than I already have. But hopefully the second DLC delivers in a way that the first DLC did not. They need to recover, like, they need to work on progress with this game. And they're not going to do it by churning out DLCs that have content in it that really didn't click with their audience the first time around. You know, like the whole challenge thing that the first DLC brought in. They just gave people more challenges to do. If people really wanted challenges, you would have seen a lot of activity in Dying Light 2 revolving around challenges. Not a whole lot of people were engaging with that kind of content. They weren't playing Dying Light 2 for the challenges. They wanted meaningful content. And then Techland churns out a DLC that's chock full of challenges. So once again there's this disconnection between the kind of feedback that Techland gets from their community and the content they present to that community, right? So disconnection there. So yeah, anymore when I hear developers say things like, "We hear you," you can bet they're not listening. They're just saying that. Okay. If you haven't gotten that impression by now, you should pay close attention for the future. Okay. But yeah, so the new DLC looks like it could be a positive step, like in the right direction for Dying Light 2. There's they're introducing a stalker monster, or at least we hope they are, right? Something new to give the players something new to deal with, right? But then again, we don't know. Toward the end, when they finally push this DLC out, there could be nothing like that in the final game. But so far, it looks like there's going to be new creature enemy types, which is going to be welcome if they can get it to work correctly. Looks like it's going to involve farming or people who farm crystals. This all seems like it's going to run parallel to the main story once again, right? It's so much like a Fallout 4 situation, right? You're doing everything but looking for your son. Like, and Aiden Caldwell does everything but really look for his sister, right? So, I don't really know. I don't know if this DLC is going to prove to be that which is going to get Dying Light 2 back on its feet. That would be really nice for those people who really love the game. Hopefully it's going to bring that much needed breath of fresh air. I don't really get the impression that it's going to. I think it's definitely going to be better than Bloody Ties. Hopefully so. For those people that bought the expensive version of Dying Light 2 to get DLC content, and so far they've been gravely disappointed because these DLCs were $20 a pop. Bloody Ties, for you, if you bought the expanded edition for Dying Light 2 when it first came out, you spent $20 on Bloody Ties. If you were really unhappy with it, that's even more reason to be unhappy with Bloody Ties. $20 up front for that DLC. Now, the second DLC is another one that must come out because people bought the more expensive version of Dying Light 2 that got the 2 story DLCs. For those people there, they're still waiting on the other DLC that they spent an additional $20 for. So hopefully this one can make up for how Dying Light 2, Bloody Ties was, right? Because it was an absolute for a lot of people. Some people liked it, but not enough. There's a lot of people that love Dying Light 2, but not enough people love Dying Light 2. For everybody that loves the game, there's thousands of people who have they're either done with the game, they have no intention on playing it again, they could not finish the game because it was too broken and they moved on to other things, or they just absolutely hated the game and got their refund before they couldn't. So there's thousands of people out there. For every one person that loves this, Dying Light 2, there's thousands that just do not love it. They barely like it, or they just don't like it at all. Techland knows this because numbers don't lie, and they really do need to do something. Otherwise, Dying Light 2 is going to... I think it's already a discount game, isn't it? That's a real shame. The people who worked originally on Dying Light 2 that just left the project because they couldn't deal with the drama, or they couldn't work under those conditions anymore. I feel sorry for those people because they were the ones that put a lot of passion and time into the project at first. And so they must be sitting back watching gameplay of what the game they were trying to make, what it turned out to be, and they must feel really disappointed that the dream they had for Dying Light 2 never made it to the store, never made it to the shelves, and it continues to flounder. It's got to be really, that's got to be really hard for them. Anyway, yeah, second DLC's coming out soon. It looks better. It looks more promising, we'll say that much, than the first DLC. I don't know what to say about it. It really doesn't look like, it doesn't get me excited. Of course, seeing what the last patch did to Dying Light 2, it took all the progress that patches had made with the game, and it just reverted it back to a stuttering mess. It's like 2 steps forward with this game, and then 5 steps back. It's going to be a year old soon, and the game feels like it's reverting right back to where it was, in an almost unplayable state. They had smoothed it out. It was really coming along well. Something just keeps going wrong with it. I don't know. Other news for the gaming world that I'm excited about: Atomic Hearts is coming out. Dead Island's been pushed back, which is okay. They want to push back Dead Island 2 to make sure that they get a really good product. I'm all for it. We got Amnesia Bunker, which will be coming out. System Shock! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about that. There's another one that's coming out I'm really interested in. Oh, the Resident Evil 4 remake looks good, doesn't it? So yeah, this could prove to be a really good year for gaming. Let's hope, right? Because last year was just eh. I'm still enjoying Callisto Protocol. But you know, if you've watched if you watched my criticism video, there was room for that game to be really great, and it just doesn't quite hit the mark. Fun game. I do still play it off and on. I'm not getting the season pass for Callisto Protocol. I'm just not gonna do it. There is nothing in that season pass that screams $30 to me. So yeah, just waiting to see what new things are in store for us this year, and hopefully we'll find some real gems to get excited about, right? I don't know if Dying Light 2 is going to make it in 2023. We watched that game start out at 270,000 players, and I guarantee I have seen that game bottom out At one point, only 900 some odd people were actually playing Dying Light 2. Within its first year. Ouch, doesn't quite cover that, right? So anyway, yeah. DLC 2 looks promising. I've got my reservations. I mean, it's not setting off my spidey senses nearly as bad as Bloody Ties was, but we haven't seen the final product, have we? And that's kind of the story with Techland. You gotta wait to see the final product. It's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious that a good portion of their talent left during the making of Dying Light 2. Yeah, so, yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see what the second DLC turns out to be. You know what? Who knows? Maybe if it's exciting enough, I'll jump back in. I might jump back into Dying Light 2 if the second DLC proves to be something worth sinking your teeth into. But until I see it, really see it, I'm gonna have my reservations about it. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to a new year. We've had some problems around here. You know, day after tomorrow hit, right before Christmas. I had water problems and I had gas line problems and whatnot. But little Mama's here. She's been hanging out with me. Me and Benjamin for the holiday season. It's been so nice to have her home. It's been a real treat to have little Mama home for Christmas. She's been lots of fun. We've been laughing a lot. Mostly over, oh, the water's not working. But anyway, this could be our year to shine, right? This is going to be my year. It's going to be your year. It's going to be your year too, right? Okay. So, yeah, I wanted to get a quick video out because I see that there's chatter coming out about Dying Light 2's new DLC. I wanted to throw my 2 cents in there because why not, right? Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. We'll catch you on the flip side.